saying it's the wrong who who the heck starts making millions and then starts gooning? Doesn't make it.
Well, there are more examples, but these are all people who they want to be tough for one reason or the other.
Well, I'm not the one pressing, but I guess what it is. It's a
Ja,
moment,
you're
guys.
not you're not the one pressing. Ja is. Let's
Just
go.
pressing anyone in the streets.
Ja did.
Guys, let's continue with the show. Yeah, so before the ad part, the ads, we want
House.
to huh?
Yeah, the housekeeping.
The housekeeping, yes. I said that I wanted to dive into a bit deeper into the part where we talk about the yes man, people actually wanting him to do good. Could that be the reason that he's doing bad now? That he has had so many people saying yes, and no one is pushing back on his fantasy, his GTA fantasy, real life GTA fantasy, which he wants to live.
Yeah. I think that he is someone that is I think that he's I think that that plays a role. Definitely. It plays a role. He is trying to he's trying to be someone he's not. And I think we talked about it in the last show as well. How usually people who are born in the situation, in the bad situation, in the hood, and they want to get out. And people who are born in the hood, but that, let's say, do good in school, etc., you oftentimes hear that the OGs will tell them, hey, this is nothing for you. Stay away, stay in school. We have to do this. You don't, right? In this particular case, we're talking about someone that wasn't born in the hood, that actually went at both his parents in his life. I think he even went to private school. So it's not about that life, but he's trying to get in. And what you oftentimes hear is that the OGs of the game, they will tell you they will never accept him. So he's trying to be something he's not.
Not even OGs, even the young ones.
Yeah, but yeah.
They'll
So
test them. They'll test them.
they'll test him, yeah. And what you will do is, and let's say if he goes and I mean, if he goes out and finds a real one, and the real one tests him, he doesn't know what to do. What's the first thing? What's the thing you want to avoid? A stupid guy with an arm. Because what will you do as an amateur? You will do things that he shouldn't do because he's an amateur. And there are countless stories of people who were walking around with weapons of different sorts, and they have it for security reasons. At least that's the reasoning, but they've never went to proper training school, because the first thing you learn is to stay calm.
They,
Eh,
all, they hold
They
it.
hold it to the
They hold
side.
it. Hey,
They might hold it.
no trigger, no. Yo,
No trigger finger.
they keep
They will.
they keep the finger on the trigger. Yo,
They keep it locked. I mean, I mean, I mean, and what happens? Unnecessary casualties, and it's oftentimes innocent bystanders that get got.
I'll tell you this much before you continue. I didn't want to bring this up the last show, but it's a lot of times it's the people who are not about that life that hang around people that are about that life that are the victims of situations. I didn't want to mention this during last show, but I'll take an example that happened recently. Takeoff. I don't know if he was about that life, but what you always a lot of times hear of him is that he was not that kind of dude.
He was a calm guy. Everyone would say, yeah,
Yeah,
he's a cool guy. He's a
was
chill
a cool guy, but he was hanging around goons. And then
guy.
the goons started doing weird stuff, and he's the
So
one who got struck.
Yeah.
of all the people there.
And goons don't have anything to lose, but he did. It's and that's what I mean. It's a shame, and it's a shame for him as well. It's a shame that he thinks that he needs to be.
He want
eh,
that.
Yeah, he needs to be. Yeah, yeah. So,
He made
running
up his
around.
mind a long time ago, though, because if the incident, if you're saying the incident last summer already with the kid, where he's brandishing guns and basically abusing the kid, punching him or whatever he did, his mom calling him to the mall. I think because I heard the story as well. Is that the same story? Or this is that a different story? His mom calling him showing up with a bunch of guys trying to knock out some people.
Don't
I heard
remember. Yeah,
that story as well.
that there was that story as well. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. You're right. Actually, I
So
mean
so
that's.
so that's why I said he's already he is that this is who he wants to be. This is what he believes he is. And maybe that's the wrong. I'm not saying it's the wrong. Who who the heck starts making millions and then starts gooning? Doesn't make
Well, there are more examples, but these are all people who they want to be tough for one reason or the other. Now, something else that's worth mentioning is that uh, we didn't discuss it in the show either, last show either, but that he seemingly threw crip signs.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that's a good one. Yeah,
He seemingly threw crip signs.
throwing kryptonite during games. He shoots up the club tree and then throws up. Yeah, yeah. This
Well,
is like a movie, man.
if you look at it, let's talk about it for a while, because you have California. So I have a question for you.
Mm.
California, Texas, Oklahoma, and Missouri, especially California.
Mm.
What uh, prominent gang do you find there?
You have the Crips, Bloods.
Yeah,
There you have
Latin gangs, that's that.
no, Latin
But
King. I think more New York, but
okay, well,
MS-13 maybe also there.
yeah. So the Crips are so majority in California,
Yeah,
Texas.
that's where they originate from.
Yeah, yeah.
Bloods.
From the Black Panthers, I think, right? They say that's what they say. Might be the media as well, but okay. So we're talking about West Coast, South Side, right? Ja Morant was born in North Carolina. That's the East Coast.
Maybe he's a chapter member.
It is. I mean, it's
Leader.
in the South.
Team
It's in
leader.
this. Yeah, it's in.
He's starting his own. He's starting his own. Oh man.